What's going on, guys? Blazing Tech, and in today's video we're going to be talking about my mid-size truck, kind of budget, lightweight, sub $2,000 Overland setup that I decided to go with, and I hope you guys find a little bit of insight in this video. Alrighty guys, so in this shot you guys can definitely see that this is my 2021 Nissan Frontier Pro 4X mid-size truck with a 5-foot bed, and you can see that the setup that I went ahead and went with is honestly really optimal for a weekend warrior such as myself. I have goals and aspirations to go out once a month on a camping trip with family, so this setup honestly allows me to A, do that, and B, be able to drive my truck around still and still have the utility of a truck. You can see that I can reach in here. I have so much space between the tent and the actual end of the bed, or the bottom of the bed rather, to put stuff, and I can still carry my big bass amp when I go gigging on weekends. And this setup has honestly yielded great results for me. So to start things off, we'll talk about the bars. These are a set of the 9-inch high bars from Heavy Metal Off-Road Fabrications, I think it's called. I've talked to the owner. You guys can look them up, and I'll leave all the stuff linked down below. And a pair of these bars I think runs you about $329, and yeah, it can take the weight of the tent, it can take the weight of me and my dad or whoever else I'm taking camping with me, and this setup has just been a dream. So these are about $329, and then the tent that I have, I'm going to kind of not really talk too much about the equipment and more about the application, but the tent itself is the Thule Tepui AR2 two-person tent, and I'm going to go ahead and deploy it right now, and you guys will see how it looks. But honestly, yeah, I mean, I can carry all my gear underneath here in terms of going on camping trips, as well as, you know, still using the truck for stuff that a truck is really meant for. So just to talk about hardware really quickly, Tepui supplies a lot of great hardware. I went ahead and upgraded mine just because my bars are a little chunkier than a lot of the other bars that people typically use to secure their Thule Tepui roof racks to. So that was a little bit of a cost, but you know, again, personal preference. And then these Heavy Metal off-road bars bolt right into the Utilitrax system of my Nissan Frontier Pro 4X. Really worked out great, and I mean, you guys can really see with the tailgate down what I'm talking about. You know, I have full range and array of the Utilitrax here. I always keep that down there because I'm always carrying my bass amp and just equipment. And yeah, I mean, honestly, obviously I can't carry a motorcycle, I can't carry a Vespa, but this stuff could come off in a pinch. And you guys can see probably the best thing about my setup that kind of just really worked out is that it barely goes above the roof line. So you're not really going to have a lot of loss of MPG like you would if you had the tent up here. Obviously you are going to lose some, but yeah, I mean, it's not very invasive. It looks like it was designed to be on the Frontier, and the fitment of these products would work great on a 3rd gen Tacoma. I know that Heavy Metal Off-Road makes these bars for a Tacoma, and I'm sure if you spoke to the owner yourself, you could see if it would fit like a Colorado, you know, all the other mid-sized trucks. But yeah, you can definitely look into that. And then the cool thing is that each bar only weighs about 16 pounds. So that's 16, 16. And then the tent itself only weighs 115 pounds. So it's super lightweight. And the tent new runs for about $1,500. So all in all, you're right under $2,000 for everything new. And I think that this setup for $2,000, depending on how often you're going to use it, it's really worth it. So let's go ahead and open this up and see how it looks. Alright guys, so as you can see, everything is deployed. This would be my tent setup, and as I I just filmed another video too. It took me about 6.5 minutes to set this up all by myself. Now usually I don't go camping by myself, so I've always got a hand. So let's just call that about 5 minutes. I've got this all set up here. And obviously you guys saw, you see how the cover for the tent itself, when you're not using it, the weather cover I guess you could say, that is stowed right underneath the tent itself, but you still have the kind of this angle of the bed and then the whole other side, the passenger side, to go ahead and grab stuff from underneath the bed. So honestly, this setup is great. this AR2, I'll put the dimensions in the video. I just have the weight and everything, and you guys saw that the fit was really great on my Frontier. Now obviously before I bought the tent, I measured it out and everything. I took a tape measure, and I would implore you guys to do the same with whatever rooftop tent or whatever you're really going to put on your truck. That's what I went ahead and did, and it worked honestly really nicely on my Frontier for the reasons that I said below. But honestly, this sleeps two really comfortably. Me and my dad's 5'9", I'm 5'7", so he fit in here great. He had a lot of room. I had a lot of room. Went ahead and picked this up because I wanted one of these so I could join my family members on their trips. And then now my dad really likes camping too, because this kind of takes the pitching a tent aspect out of it, and it's really comfortable up here. And it's kind of a new cool thing. It looks really cool. The Frontier looks really cool. But yeah, guys, I mean, this setup again is less than 200 pounds to carry everything all the time, and it's about $2,000 to purchase everything new. Now, did I buy everything new? No, I didn't. Obviously, I'm working on a little bit of a budget, so I had to be really patient in terms of getting this setup rolling. Now, obviously, I've had the truck for about a year or a little more than a year, and I finally have it all set up, and I'm at a really good point in terms of not really modifying the Frontier. It's still stock height and everything. And now with this intermediate overlanding setup, like I like to call it, I'm kind of at a really good place to, explore, learn about my truck, learn about my gear, learn about camping, and as I progress forward in my life, I can, spend the money and invest the money wisely in whatever products or modifications I might need in the future. So the next time I go camping, guys, I'm definitely going to open it up. It has a lot more features than you guys see here. The AR2 is really nice. You guys can take a look at some other videos, the Thule videos. It shows a lot of, the windows, I guess you could say. This kind of material comes all the way around, so you can open this up and have a lot of air coming into your tent. I'm not going to go ahead and do that one right now because I've got some other stuff to do this afternoon. But yeah, you've got these stakes and everything. You've got a rain fly. I mean, there's so much cool stuff with this AR2. And I don't want you to think that it just looks like this, kind of closed up. No, you can definitely open everything. And when I go camping, we're going to go camping in Baja soon in about a week. I'm definitely going to take some more videos and pictures and get my phone up there and show you guys the quality of everything like that. So don't be afraid to comment about that, and you guys will see that soon. But anyway, guys, Blazing Tech, I hope you guys liked this video of my intermediate Overland setup that weighs less than 200 pounds and that comes in new everything right at about $2,000. So, Blazing Tech, if you have any questions, comment down below. Look for everything that I am talking about linked in the description below. If you guys are here because of the Frontier, I've got a bunch of Frontier videos, and if you guys want to see any Frontier videos, let me know down below and let's talk about it. Blazing Tech, we'll catch you on the next one.